Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Yep, we can see stuff, so yeah. Hang on there. Still be quiet. Let's go right up here. How about this? Yes. Okay. Oh, morning, folks. Yeah, I know it's a bit early for me. Night shift. Yeah. 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, 9:30. Bit early. But anyhow, as you can tell by the backdrop, yeah, I'm at the dealership. Doing the 95K. So, we got Sturgis weekend after next. Actually, next Saturday. Not this Saturday coming up, but the following Saturday, I will be heading out early in the morning to South Dakota. Go visit family that's out there for a couple days before heading across the state to Sturgis and going to the rally. So, how's everybody been today? Hopefully everybody's been having fun. I know it's a bit early. Sorry. I mean, it's even early for me, even. Still trying to wake up. But, yep, the bike is now doing its 95K maintenance. It's actually at 93,580 miles. And so, yeah, why not? Because it got offset during last year's fiasco from Sturgis, where J&L had to do the warranty work, turn around and screw the bike up afterwards. So I had to bring it back here, drop it off. So the oil changes all got mismatched and everything else. So now I'm trying to get them stretched back out to where they're actually hitting where they're supposed to, which wintertime makes it easier. Hey, how's it going, Savage? Dude, what? Okay. Whatever. Goodbye. But yeah. Don't know who the heck you are. Don't really care who you are. Enjoy your life. Boy, some people. Haters are gonna hate, I guess, evidently. What are we crying about? I don't know. Other than the Sturgis, and hopefully the weather's right, gonna be good. Because so far from what I've understand, is it's supposed to be good all the way until the second weekend, I think, roughly. So yeah, I ain't got a clue who Savage is, but yeah, whatever. Haters are gonna hate, I guess, evidently, Zach. So yeah, is what it is. But long story short, we're here at Mountain Creek. They're taking care of the 95K, so that way the bike's ready for Sturgis in 2 weeks. So the plan is I will be live next Saturday for as long as possible while riding. So swing by. You want to see where I'm at? Swing by. Check out what city views and interstate views look like. Road conditions, some of you all may know, 64 and 70 are still under construction. I was advised by Evil that parts of 55 now in St. Louis are actually under construction and tore up again. So that's one reason why I do the lives while I go to the rallies, is that way people can actually see what the road conditions are like and what to expect road-wise. Not so much traffic-wise, because we all know how traffic is. It's murder no matter where the heck you're at anymore. But yeah, I don't know what he's crying about. But no crying from me. I'm just here. Figured I'd do it live while I'm waiting. And I appreciate it. You did the same, Zach. And congratulations once again. Is that a new bike that you had up at Gettysburg, or was that just the other bike that you had that you didn't ride down the mobbing? But so I mean, hope you guys have been doing good. I can't wait for next year's mobbing. It's gonna be fun again. That was one great weekend for sure. And I can't wait to do it again. Kind of sort of wondering if we ought to wonder if Drew, well, no. I wonder what other rides there is in West Virginia that are good. I mean, that ride that we did that Saturday, it was long, yes, but it was a great ride. But I know I had fun having me and you playing around on the tail, or Talon was fun. The tail. But so, but plans for Sturgis is gonna be rolling in at the Chip Monday morning or mid-afternoonish. I don't think you can check in anyways until I think 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning on the 31st, I believe it is. Let's see, 25th. Yeah, I think it's the 31st or 30th, something like that. Or 28th. It's 28th, my bad. Is when they open up the gates to be able to get into the Chip. I'll be checking in. And if it gets too rowdy this year at the Chip, which I doubt that it will get any rowdier than what it's been years past, I will go ahead and I still actually have my reservations for Iron Horse Campground as well, so I may even possibly just switch over and go over there for a few days before the end of the rally, just to check it out, see how much of a difference there is between the Chip and Iron Horse. But I am going to be staying at the Chip for the 2 weeks. Plan on doing a couple of the events, doing a couple of the meet and greets, the content creator meetups that the Chip's hosting, and then also doing the Warriors and Veterans ride that Red Rum MC holds while at Sturgis as well this year again. It's not expensive to do it. It's just an overall great ride. They ride you through the back hills from Sturgis. Last year we went from Sturgis to Deadwood and then connected back and headed back to Rapid City. And at Rapid City, they actually have a lunch there. They do an event at Rapid City once all the riders are there. Last year, kind of sort of got separated, and the cops left a little bit early, so people on the tail end, the very back end of that ride, ended up getting left to fend for themselves, basically. So hopefully the cops this year paying a little bit closer attention, because I know I was kind of sort of middle of the pack in that ride, and as we were coming through, we started to notice that they would turn around and hop in the cars. And it's like, there's still quite a few bikes behind us, but okay. So it is an escorted ride. And I believe this year's, I'll have to look it up again, of the rally, so I think August 8th or 9th. August 8th is when it happens, and they actually meet up at the Indian dealer in Sturgis. And if you haven't visited or registered online with Red Rum for the Warriors and Veterans ride, I believe you can actually register that day as well there at the Indian dealership. So it supports, that money actually supports, they give it to the veterans and the warrior fund and stuff that they have set up for Native Americans and stuff, for the local tribes and stuff. So that's the reason why I ride that ride. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the mayor's ride or any of the other rides. I might possibly do the veterans ride, I believe it is, that the Chip has. Or some sort of meet and greet ride that the Chip announced just the other day. But I got to debate if I want to do it or not because it's $200 for it. Anything that the Chip does ride wise is it's an easy $200 usually, possibly even more. So, but a lot of the causes for those rides and stuff go to a good cause. So, man, it's not like you're giving stuff away. You're just handing the Chip more money on top of what you do to be able to stay at the Chip, basically. This year's concerts for the Chip, the big ones for me personally, is Five Finger Death Punch, Marilyn Manson, ZZ Top, Nickelback. Who else was it? There was one other. Oh. Anyways, there's a long list of them, but I don't do country, so I might actually possibly go ahead and buy tickets from the Full Throttle for that night that they're doing. Jason Aldean, I think it is, or Aldean. Yeah, Jason Aldean. I think supposed to be playing at the Chip, but I don't do country a whole lot. So, hey, what's going on, Dallas? Morning. Yeah, I see that now. But how's y'all doing, Dallas? It sucked that you guys didn't get to go to Gettysburg. So if I don't do the Jason Aldean concert, which I don't see me doing, I may spend the money to go the Full Throttle that night and actually watch Disturbed. Because this year, Mike over at Full Throttle is actually getting some actual bands and getting a couple of big bands. I think he's testing out the waters to see how that works and see how he can do all right with that. So he's got Tesla, Disturbed, Night Ranger, ICP, Insane Clown Posse, for those that kind of sort of may not know who ICP is. Gretchen Wilson. I think there's a couple others, but I can't remember exactly who they were. But so there's a good mix of concerts you can actually go to this year at Sturgis. So it's going to be kind of sort of a debate as to where to go and what to do. One thing that I do know is you will catch me up on Iron Mountain Highway. You will catch me at Needles. You will see me at Spearfish Canyon, possibly Von Knocker, more than likely at Devil's Tower. I'm in a debate right now if I want to do the sound competition or head over to the saloon for Topless Tuesday. So, but I think I'll probably end up still doing the sound competition, being that I've missed the last two, not even thinking about it. So I want to just see how the bike does sound competition wise. I mean, I know it sounds good, but here's what it is. Boy, what's it with all these haters today? Huey Lewis in the news? I don't think so, Dallas. Yeah, I don't know where all these haters are coming from, but heck, it is what it is. I guess some people ain't got. Some people would rather judge, even though if they're so high and mighty, they should actually realize that they are technically judging. So, try a little bit harder next time. No, you ain't gonna get underneath my skin. And as far as hated anyone, that answer I can actually honestly tell you no. I hadn't stolen before, really. I think almost everybody has. I'm sure even you have, Clark. Lusted or hated on anyone? Hated anyone? No. Hey, how's it going, Kyle? Lusted? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure if you're married, Clark, I'm sure you have. So, I mean, like I said, good luck trying to get underneath my skin because it doesn't work. Oh. Yeah, I feel about the same way, Dallas. It is what it is. I mean, I'm nice to anybody, I'll respect anybody until you give me a reason not to. I mean, just kind of sort of like the first guy that made the savage guy. I'm like, the hell is this guy do? Okay, whatever. Guilty ones always love to try to press on to others their guilt. So that's one thing I've always noticed. I mean, when a woman cheats on you, yeah, it's real obvious because she's going to immediately start accusing you of it as soon as she starts feeling guilty about it. Ask me how I know. No, I've never cheated on any of my exes. So yeah, but yet I've been accused of it enough times. I'll be heading out next Saturday morning. I'm gonna say about 4:30ish, 5 o'clock-ish in the morning. Oh yeah, it most certainly is. Because actually, most people that actually do try to project onto others is pretty much just power tripping and ego, thinking they're better than everybody else. It's a narcissistic trait. So yeah, I'm just who I am. Ain't nobody perfect. And anybody who thinks they are, well, yeah. Good luck with that one. Yeah. But yeah. No, it's not only guilty. It's not guilty people who only hate being judged. Nice try though, Clark. Wish I was able to get my mod come in here and go bye. Because yeah. Thanks, Dallas. Yeah, some people look at me and just automatically go to judging, and they ain't got a clue. Only those that have actually dealt with me firsthand actually have an idea. I mean, after all, yeah, I do everything I can to take care of the people that I can for the people that I know, and even people that I don't know. I try to help out as much as I can. So yeah. Okay, someone must be smoking some funny stuff today. Oh. Let's see. Cause that's sounding like a Catholic. Don't sound like a Baptist. Doesn't sound like a Methodist either, or a Lutheran. Sounded more like a Catholic. Definitely not a Mormon. Not Latter-day Saint. Pretty much almost the same thing. Not a Southern Baptist either. Not a pagan. So, and definitely not Muslim. Even though I've been to all those different churches and I've read quite a bit. So yeah. So who's the one judging now? Right, Dallas? They should. But yeah. Right now, I'll show y'all something. Y'all gonna like this. I mean, it's almost tempting to be true. Tell the truth though, Dallas. This deal's almost tempting enough for me to even think about. I'll show y'all something. See if I can get the camera to come up to where I can actually. Come on, give me my camera thingies. Show y'all something. So what do you think about that one, Dallas? I know we've seen it, but check out the price. That's going on right now down here, Mountain Creek. They've got a huge sale going on. Let's see, what was the try? So I mean, looking for a new Road Glide. You can get one for $25,000 now. They're slashing prices, folks. I know, Dallas, you're probably going to get upset now. You're going to go, what the heck? I just bought mine. So, I mean, prices ain't bad. They've dropped them down quite a bit. Probably be cheaper for Crystal to get a new one. What do you think, Dallas? Yeah, they're not. That's one reason why I like this. That's one reason why I do what I can for the dealership down here, because they actually do stuff quite often. And I mean, they do quite a bit. Because I will say, this bike right here, the blue one especially with the chrome, White Lightning has one right now as well, and it's 28,000, and Smoky Mountains is about the same price. This one's $5,000 or more off. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, so do I. White Lightning holds some pretty fun stuff. They're not bad either. Because I was actually there Tuesday. And they have the Mystic Shift Lowrider S. And they had a Whiskey Fire Black Lowrider ST. And of course the blue one they had up on a stand. And whatnot. So I had 3 25s, and they still have 2 of their 24s still. It's just like unreal to know that they've actually still got 2 24 Lowrider S's sitting in the dealership still. But hey, It is what it is. I just wish Evil would come on. I'm sure Evil Rick could have fun with Clark. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know down here, they took care of Ray last year when he broke down on the way to Daytona. He wasn't happy because the prices, naturally, but they still worked him in and still got him back on the road as quick as they could. But I mean, I know they stay busy down here quite a bit. I know they've sold, I think, 6 bikes this week since Monday so far. So I mean, they've been doing rather decent. Yeah, I don't know where all these haters have came from today. Usually there ain't that many, but dang, today they decided to come out of the woodwork. Is it because it's Thursday? Is it because it's the end of the world? When it's time, it's time. And nobody really knows when that's supposed to be or when it's going to be. Okay, don't need no more Bible lessons, Clark. Appreciate it, though. Because for all y'all that may not have figured it out yet, may not have comprehended the Bible a whole lot, you want to talk Bible and stuff. Let's do this real quick. I usually don't. One, the same person that translated the Bible, a lot of the ancient scripts for the Bible, also is the one that wrote the Satanic Handbook, worship book. So you have that. Two, churches are actually designed for a means of control. Hence the reason why every Catholic church wears the exact same clothing and attire as the Roman Empire clergy did back in the Roman Empire. They figured out we can disappear, we can vanish into the back, and well, we can control the population with the masses of the church as a disguise. So, yeah. No, I actually don't hate. You can ask Dallas. Dallas will tell you. May get upset, but I don't hate nobody. So, yeah, have fun with that one. So, no, not everyone hates. Not everyone judges either. Not a judgment of crucifixion. But yeah. So enjoy the mind control games. And make sure you do your church things Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. See, what is they do Saturdays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7-day Adventist. Yeah, I think Saturday's the only, no, Sunday's the only day they don't really do anything. So yeah. No. Because you can be upset about anything. A bill, a job, yourself. Upset that you didn't get something done in time. No, so that means you hate yourself? Yeah, okay, nah, I doubt that. So, yeah, congratulations. But yeah. So I guess me having tattoos means I'm all the bad stuff too, right? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, is what it is. But I did think about it though, Dallas. I may possibly do a little bit of work on the track once it's paid off. We may not, I may not completely 135, 131 it, but more than likely I will definitely probably put some better quality parts in it for sure. Because I've been thinking about the oil issues, the oil something issues and stuff like that with the bike. So may get a new oil, may put some new internals in it that are a little bit more dependable. But the other bike, the new bike, yeah, I believe we're gonna probably mess with it quite a bit and turn it into a toy for sure. So at least I know you're not completely under my control. But yeah. So what's everybody else up to today besides going on today? You got any plans today, Dallas? Riding out and stuff? For any of the 8 people that are watching? Good Lord. Their intercom's messing up again. Oh, they do have a Buell out here, though, too. They got a 1999 Buell out here, too, at Mountain Creek. Let's see if I can show it to you guys. They're wanting, I think it's $8,000 for it. It's it right there. Of course, they got a Spider. Ain't got a clue either, Evil Genius. I just know sometimes they do some weird stuff. They do weird things. I mean, I don't know. Because I know this morning I've managed to get quite a few haters. Some weird people. But it is what it is. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live. Hope you're having a great day. And the Touareg 660 rider. Is that that's an adventure bike, correct? Evil? Because I don't think I've ever heard of that company before, to be honest.
Might start coming down.
But just figured I was gonna do a short little live, say hi to everybody. Just try to kill some time. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've looked into adventure bikes myself, but a lot of them are a bit, with the height plus the weight with my ankles and knees, it's kind of sort of a issue of a thing. So even though they're not really heavy, it's just the way how they sit up a little bit higher makes them a bit awkward for me because 32-inch inseam, so like a lot of them seem to be almost right at, yeah. Oh, okay, so that's the Aprilia adventure bike. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I know. I know Aprilia is pretty good bikes. They make pretty good bikes. I follow a guy in Knoxville. He's here at RSV4, I think is what it is. I've actually looked at getting one of their sport bikes, but I don't know. I might still get a sport bike just to play around, or a naked bike to play around on. Something just short riding and stuff, because a lot of my riding, I don't really do really short rides. A typical day for me usually is about 200 to 300 miles on a typical day. So, and I keep hearing everyone's like, oh man, you get a sport bike, you'll be begging to get off that bike in about if you ride 200-300 miles every single day, it'll kill you. So I don't know. I mean, I've rode a Z600 Daytona this year, test rode it. That's what my daughter's looking at, wanting to get. And it's fun. I had a blast on it. I mean, it's not a 1000cc and it's not a liter bike, but it's got enough power for her first bike. So, yeah, everybody's always, oh, what do I need to get for my first bike? Well, get you a liter bike so that way you know you can actually, so once you handle it, you can handle anything. Well, yes and no. I can understand the concept and the idea, yes. But honestly, for me, when people ask me what's a good first bike, and even my daughter, when she asked me, I sat there and told her, good first bike is a bike that you can comfortably sit on. It feels comfortable sitting on it. And it's not so overpowered that if you were to somehow or another panic, have something happen, you just overreact to something, because we all do it from time to time. And someone comes over in your lane, or someone pulls out in front of you, something like that, it just catches you off guard. You either go hit that throttle, and guess what? You're either pulling a wheelie, wiping out, or you're taking off trying to hold on for dear life. Or in some cases, letting go of the bike altogether. I've seen that happen a time or two too, on dirt bikes, but I have seen it happen. Oh, okay, cool. So you're at a CBR 600 RR. Cool. And 600s, yeah, they're not almighty 200 mile an hour bikes, but they still can get up there to speed wise, more than what a lot of people are probably willing to go and ride. So, I mean, 600 and above, 600 pretty much would be a good sport bike for sure, for starting, or a good naked bike even. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I was looking at the adventure bikes myself. Evil was one, I knew they're lighter than most Harleys. Harleys, you pretty much sit up straight for the most part. The only one that I know that I don't sit straight up on is the Sportster S. And the Nightster, you can still sit up somewhat straight, but for the most part, the only bike that I've ridden that's a Harley that's not and you're sitting straight up without any problems whatsoever and still holding onto the bars is the Sportster S. You actually have to lean forward a little bit, stay on the be able to handle the bars. And they are good bikes. They do get up and run. They'll get up in triple digits really quick. That's all I'll say. Yes, I do have video footage. Yes, I have ridden them. And they're at least in the 600 class. So, and they're pretty much a naked sport bike, basically. Exactly. And that's the thing about the 600s and stuff. And that was what I was doing when I was test riding it. And when we got on the interstate, because the loop that they ran us in Daytona, even though it was an escorted ride, the Kawasaki done and stuff, I hung back far enough to try to play around a little bit and try to get it to scoot up and see how it went. And it had plenty of power. And everyone's like, oh, 600 won't get above 80 mile an hour. Yeah, it will. And it's just like, now 400 it might be a little bit different. I didn't try anything smaller than the 6. But the only reason one of the reasons why I got on the Z600 was it's the bike my daughter sat on. She liked it. When I took her up to Knoxville to the bike shop up there, she sat on one of them. She liked it. She likes the Ninja, and that was the thing, was the Ninja and the Z600s are pretty much the same bike. The only difference is the Ninja has the fairings, where the Z600's the naked version of it. That's all it is. And so she was like, so she sat on the Ninja, and she didn't exactly like the way how, with the fairings and all, how she was sitting on it. It just something about the fairing and stuff that she didn't really feel comfortable with. So she sat on the Z600, and she liked it a lot better. And you sit pretty much almost straight up on it. Yeah, see? You still get up to triple digits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have got that one up to 100 easily. So, I mean, they're not going to be... I'm pretty sure somebody, if he probably was skin and bones, didn't weigh nothing, didn't have nothing on the bike, tucked in good enough, you might be able to get a 600 to do 150. Maybe. Don't really know. But I know it didn't have any problems whatsoever getting to 80. There was plenty of power and room left to go. Well, you can put almost anything on almost any bike. The thing about minis and stuff is my knee, they kill my, if I have to keep my knees bent for too long, it kills them. Now, my younger years, I've probably been able to without any issues. These days, there ain't no way. I've done so much damage to my knees and my ankles from the time I was in the Marine Corps and stuff that was done there, the injuries that I've sustained while I was in, and them not being properly diagnosed and treated. So for the last 30 years, I've been just getting progressively worse. So now I'm where I'm at. And that's one of the reasons why I went ahead and bought the trike, because I'm working right now. Soon to be retiring next year. But I wanted to get the most expensive bike paid for and out of the way before I quit working. And before I got too old to be wanting to go, okay, I'm retired, I need a trike, but if I want to keep riding, but I ain't got the money to do it now. Now I'm going to have to sit around and wait forever. Nah, I've already got the bike. So that one's out of the way. New one's pretty much decided it's going to either be a Lowrider S or ST. Daughter's bike's going to be a Kawasaki Z600 whenever she gets done with the class. Hey, how's it going, Alex? So there's going to be a few bikes in the garage before too long. And heck, I still may either get an Aprilia or even a Z600 for myself even after I get the Lowrider S or ST. I may even still go ahead and get a Sportster S just for the heck of it. Just to play around on. Granted, yeah, the seat's a little hard. I will say that. That's about the one thing I don't like about the Sportster S is the seat's like almost rock solid. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the whole reason why I got them. And I mean, everyone's like, oh, they're slow, they're this, they're that. Yes and no. Until you get the hang of it, yeah, you can't really. I wouldn't hop on one first day and start going crazy with it. I used to ride a 3-wheeler ATV back in the 80s, growing up. So so riding them back then and riding my trike now is close to the same thing, but not quite. But you can apply the same principles though, especially when you're doing the twisties. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, if I was to go, even after I get the Lowrider S or ST, because a lot of that's going to depend on when I go to get it, what the dealership has, and what colors. That's the reason why it's between the two. Uh-oh. What do we got this time?
I guess it's an issue you had previously with the crank seal leaking a little bit of oil, engine oil, into the primary. Yes, it's still doing it. Steven said it was a little over full, and he showed it to me, and you could tell that it was like engine oil. And his suggestion is to replace that seal, and he said it may need a new case half as well from when the seal was replaced previously. I guess it was a little damaged prior to that.
Yeah, I remember him saying something. They seen flathead screwdriver marks on it.
Yeah, so just replacing the seal would be more of a Band-Aid. I know you're planning on going to Sturgis with it. I told that to Steven, and he said, you should be fine. He says, but you never know, that seal could get worse,
Well, if you guys got it and warranty will take care of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the warranty just yet. Rocky just won't know. He'll be the one that says
Okay.
it. But yeah, we can get it going and see what they say about it.
All right, sounds good.
Were you wanting to just replace the seal, or are you going to want to replace the case half? Like right now?
I don't think you guys have the case half, do you?
I highly doubt that.
I was going to say probably, if anything, we'll probably start to look at that for the next time I come in. That'd be fine.
Yeah, because if you just do the main shaft seal this time, they probably won't cover
Plus,
it.
that way warranty probably looks at it and goes, okay, we've had to replace that seal twice.
Yeah.
Now they're saying now that they actually suggest, so hopefully maybe that'll help push them to cover that.
Okay.
What I'm expecting is if he calls them today and tells them about that main shaft seal again, they're probably already going to say that. So I don't know that we really want to start that process if it's gonna be okay for you to get there and back. Did Steven feel very confident about that?
He said that it,
Sorry, folks, 1 second.
pass-through wasn't a lot. It was just a little overfull, and he says as long as the seal doesn't get worse, you should be fine going out there and back. He says, but you know, there's no guarantee that seal could get worse later today. You know, while you're riding.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, you know, just I guess something you just need to be mindful of, that there is that issue, and it could become a major issue. But
Oh, yeah.
as far as right now, it is not.
Okay.
I'll get with Rocky as soon as he comes back. And
Okay.
we need to start that process.
Alrighty then.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. More problems from J&L. Joy. Oh, let's see here. Sorry, folks. Trying to pay attention to see what they were saying. After 2 months. Now. There ain't no reason for any of that, Alex. None at all. Nah, no jumping in front of no trains, please. So an electric scooter? That's interesting. I mean, I know they do they've got the live wire, which they don't sell them here at this dealership. But I have seen them. They just feel awkward, heavy-wise on the top. So you're in Finland. I bet you guys have been loving the northern lights here lately. I used to live up around that latitude, basically. When I lived up in UP in Michigan, we used to see them almost all the time. Now, I've seen them twice in last year, which is awkward, being this far down south in Tennessee. But I'm sure you get to see them quite often up there in Finland. Oh, okay. Totally understandable there. Just keep your head up and keep pushing forward and keep trying to save as much as you can, and eventually you'll be able to get it. I mean, everything I've got and had to do in my life, I've actually worked for. I started working when I was a kid. If I wanted, because mom and dad didn't really have a lot of money and this and that. So, then again, though, both of them are in the military, so they didn't ever get paid much. So everyone thinking the military's got it made and they get paid really, really good. No, not really. So from the probably around 8, 9 years old, I started cutting grass and stuff for other people around the house when we lived on base, and I'd make my money that way to be able to buy my toys and stuff that I wanted that mom and dad couldn't afford. So I just started working back then and stuff. Of course, that was back in the 80s. So, yeah, tells you a lot about how old I actually am. Oh, my 200 plus miles, yeah, a lot of my normal typical riding is actually back roads, mountains, twisties, and very, very little interstate. Just depends on where I'm at. But the majority of it's back roads and mountain roads and stuff, because I live in the East Tennessee side. I live about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic, from the tail. Skyway, Deer Hollow Skyway, Blue Ridge Parkway, all that's within an hour ride from the house. So, and then of course there's other mountains and stuff that are like right around the house. So, yeah, a lot of my riding 200-300 miles is pretty much back roads and twisties and stuff. Well, I hate to hear that, Alex. But the only thing we can do is keep our heads up and keep moving forward. Just don't give up. All we can do is keep our heads up, work harder, and do the best that we can with what we've got. I mean, that's all I've done throughout my entire life. Oh, nice. Okay. I know they hold the, I think, was it last week? Last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. They had a BMW meetup up there. Well, the thing of it is, realistically, I understand that, but you also still have Foothills Parkway, Trail High Skyway, though, too. But it depends on where you stay at. Will depend on which way is the best way to get there. Well, one thing though, Alex, that you gotta understand, the one thing about the dreams and stuff is they do take time. I mean, I've had many of my dreams crushed and broken. Because if my first dream was still true, ever came true, I'd actually still been in the Air Force and I'd actually been a fighter pilot still. But because I got these, that got shattered when I was 7 years old when I got my first pair of glasses. So at that point, I knew I couldn't fly fighters anymore. So I had to back up, repunt, and redo things. So high school, and I decided, okay, cool. What's the other options that I've got? So the thing that came to mind was, well, it could be join the Marine Corps, so, and actually get up close and personal and get up in the front of the fight and everything else. So I done that. My dream and my goals for the Marine Corps was to be in there until I was able to draw a double retirement, 40 years. And, well, got injured a few times, busted my knees, and all this happened within 2 years. So in 2 years' time, my 40 years in the Marine Corps got shot right out the window. Fought the medical discharge for 6 months and still lost. So, I mean, if it's, no, I mean, realistically, how many of us as kids dream of being a superstar, being a actress or actor, billionaire? I mean, heck, a lot of people even still dream to be billionaires even as they're a grown adult, still working at McDonald's. That's probably never going to really happen. There's always that possibility, you never know, but still. I mean, me being on a motorcycle, I've always wanted to be on one. I had one when I was 4. It disappeared during a move. I had a dirt bike when I was 4 years old. It was a Suzuki. And when we left, when my dad got orders to go to Texas, when we moved from California to Texas, it magically disappeared and nobody knew what happened to it. More than likely, mom or dad, probably mom more than dad, sold it. So it didn't make it. You have a good one yourself too, Evil. Take care. Have a great day. And so I always wanted another bike. Never got one. I ended up getting a bike from a friend. Okay, Alex, take care. So, I mean, I just recently was able to get back into motorcycles, so. Dreams do take time. Not all of them happen instantly. But take care, though, Alex. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. Hopefully you'll get your scooter before too long. Never know. But, so, anyhow, I guess I'm going to go ahead and hop off out of here and see what's going on. And I'll holler y'all at you later. Y'all are welcome to join the live or hop in next Saturday. See what's going on and watch the live for a little bit from the road, from the bike. So hopefully this happens. It's sounding like it may be a possible issue, so we don't really know. But anyhow, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all stay safe, keep riding, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.